Hello, 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 all, and welcome to the Good Witch. If you are new, welcome, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. This is your Capricorn September intuitive tarot reading. Y'all have no idea how much I've missed you. I'm so glad you're returning. Look, we're going to look at, as always, at your love life, your finances, and a message from the divine. Achoo. I feel like y'all allergic to the bullshit this month. It's just going to give y'all so many allergies and anxieties. Just happy sneezing all over the place. Now, also, something came to me while I was shuffling your cards before. We're going to talk about it a little bit more at the end. But there's some self-sabotaging that could potentially be happening this month. So, and that's in your love and your finances. So we're going to talk about that at the end with the message from the divine. But that's what it's going to be in regards to. So please stick around until the end because we're going to have to fix some of those self-sabotaging behaviors, okay? So just keep being allergic to the bullshit. We're going to give you some allergy medicine for that too. So make sure you stay all the way to the end. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment in love. Let's look at your overall energy for the month. Full moon in Virgo. That's funny. Full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. Okay? Now, one of my best friends is a Capricorn. My godmother is a Capricorn. I have a son in Virgo. I love y'all. I do. I love y'all to life. But y'all don't listen. Not typically. You listen eventually. So, we're going to stay in this loving energy. There is someone in your life, there's a female in your life right now that's trying to give you some sound, solid advice. I feel like this person is someone that you know that may have given you questionable advice in the past. Not even questionable advice. They've had some questionable experiences to where you don't trust them to do what's best for their life. So you won't listen to them about what's best for yours, which is reasonable as heck, okay? But this time they're telling you something that you know to be true. But you won't let yourself hear them, A, because they're not saying something you want to hear. B, because they haven't applied it to their own life yet. Okay? But it still sounds solid advice. Let's look at your love life and that's gonna go with the self-sabotaging thing towards the end, but that's the overall energy. So your love life. You have the Death card, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the Four of Swords. So there are some changes that are occurring in your love life that you don't feel like. Let's just say this month you hit a rough patch in your relationship. It's not the end of the world, and it's not the end of the relationship. You'll hit a rough patch in your relationship, your situationship. It'll be glitchy. You'll have some issues. Self-sabotaging comes into play here too. But the best way for you to go is to create a truce with this person, because it seems like you're going to be arguing over nonsense just simply because things didn't go your way. Not because things went wrong, not because someone hurt you, not because they cheated on you or beat you or stole your money or did something negative in your life or were mean to you or disrespectful to you. Not disrespectful in a traditional sense. You'll feel disrespected because they didn't do what you said or they disagreed with you. You will be too right for this situation. You'll feel like you're so right that you can't listen. I'm gonna be quiet for a minute and let that sink in. Y'all remember to hit that subscribe button because we're gonna get real deep. You'll be so right that you can't listen. It's like, let's say you're driving, right? Forget that. You're not even driving. Let's say you're in the passenger seat and you're going to the mall. The mall. You've been to this mall 30 times, right? So you know how to get to this mall, right? You've driven there. You're just not driving right now. You're in the passenger seat. So someone else is driving. And you're telling them, make a left at this light, then make a left at another light, and then make a right. 2 lefts and a right. And they're not arguing with you. But they don't make that left, they go straight. And you're telling them, that's not how you get there. This is the wrong way. You don't know where you're going. You won't listen to me. This, that, and the third, right? Where are you taking me? And this person has been nothing but good to you, and they've been nothing but kind to you this entire time. Y'all have been dating for almost a year or whatever the case may be, and they've been good to you, and they haven't misled you yet. But you know how to get to where you're going. I used to be guilty of this too, y'all. So listen. They go straight. They go straight past that light that you told them to make a left at. You throw a fucking fit. So you keep trying to tell them to make a U-turn. Make a U-turn. Go this way. You're telling them what to do, where to go, and how to drive, and they're not arguing with you. Finally, they tell you, stop. I got this. Right? And you go, okay, I want an explanation. Tell me why you're not listening to me. And they say, because I know a better way. There is no better way because this is the way that you're supposed to go. So they say, all right. Because at this point, you've made such a scene about it that they don't even want to fight it anymore. Right? They turn around. They make a U-turn. They make 2 lefts and a right. And you end up in a parking lot where this mall used to be. Because it changed locations. It's rare, but let's say it happened. And the store closed that you wanted to go to by the time they take you to where they wanted to take you to go to in the first place. And they're quiet this whole time and you're fussing because they could have told you that this mall had been closed down and they were taking you to a different location. Right? You're upset because they didn't tell you. And they could have told you. It would have made life simpler and you're still right. Because this is where it was and you're still right. So you pull up into the parking lot of the place of the mall where they were going to take you. And there's a big banner outside with your name on it. They had a surprise for you. And they couldn't tell you what they were doing. But you threw such a fit that the banner's there. The people are all gone. The store is closed. It was an engagement party. Well, they were going to propose. But you ruined it. Because you were so right. And then you feel bad. But instead of apologizing, you tell them, well, I was still right. And you should have just told me. They don't even want to propose no more at this point because who wants to marry someone who is that right? That is what you're doing in your love life. Now, it would have been an easy fix. You could have just, been in flow. You could have rolled with it. But since you didn't, when you got to the place, they turned around, they made a U-turn, they did what you asked. You could have apologized then. And you chose not to. When they pulled up at the place where they were going to take you, actually hoping that the store was still open and that everything was still in place, they're very quiet because they don't want to say anything to escalate the situation and you think they're ignoring you. No, they're trying to keep you calm because they know the plans that they have for you. And you could have apologized then. Instead, you went in harder. At this point, they're rethinking their entire thought process, because who wants to be in a situation with someone that can never be wrong? So you have this person that is the star card. And I've had this happen with clients, so I'm warning you. They're everything that you've ever asked for. They're literally perfect for you. So you find something minuscule, and you're going to say it's not minuscule, it's this huge deal. I just can't work through it. And the truth of it is, you could work through it. You just don't feel like you're good enough or worthy of it. So you burn it to the ground. You do things that you know is going to hurt them. They take you on a date. Instead of going on the date, you meet up at a club with your friends instead of spending time with them, and you drag them with you knowing that they hate that. You order them food that gives them an allergic reaction. You cancel things. You do these little things just to annoy them, and they keep forgiving you. And they keep forgiving you. And you don't understand that you're worthy of this forgiveness every time. We do the same thing with the universe. We do the same thing with God. We do the same thing with spirit. Because you don't feel like you're good enough for the thing that you manifested, that you asked for. Little story, I had this one client. I conjured her ideal mate, perfect person. She wrote down what she wanted, got exactly what she wanted. This man loved her. When I conjure people for people, I give them a phrase. You'll meet multiple people because love is going to be drawn to you. But you'll say a certain sentence to a certain person so you'll know who you're talking about, and they'll respond with a certain thing. Okay. Got the response. Dated this person for 6 months. This person proposed. She called me after she said yes and was like, I don't want to do this. I can't do this. Why? What's wrong? He's just not what I want. Did you change your mind? No, but he doesn't like my friend. What friend? He doesn't like what my friend does for a living. What? Are you serious? Is that why you're getting rid of this perfect person? Because they don't like what one of your friends who lives in a different state does for a living? Yes, because I just can't deal with that. Now, as silly as that sounds to me, hopefully it sounds just as silly to you, because this friend probably would have never met that person until they had been married for like a year, because they lived so far away. She had told him a story about a friend, and he didn't like said friend. They had a discussion about it, and she broke up with this person. And still a client thinks about this person all the time. And this is almost a year ago. Person still conjured, still there. She could still reach out. She's too right to reach out. He doesn't reach out because she told him not to multiple times, and he's conjured, so he's going to do what's best for her based on what she says is best for her. He chased her for a while, and then she finally told him to let her go. I did what I was supposed to do. He did what he was supposed to do. She ruined it because of nonsense. It was self-sabotaging because she didn't feel good enough for that situation. So I often try to help people heal from that because of that reason. Before we even conjure a person, let's make sure that you're ready for the person that you're conjuring. But she was ready and she was healed. All right. this is what you're doing. Let's not self-sabotage our love life and our love relationships. Those of you who are single, most of you don't have to be. There is someone in your life that is trying to freaking be with you, and there's nothing wrong with them. They're your ideal person. You just don't feel like you're ready for it, but you say you want it. Sorry if that hit a little close to home. I didn't mean for that to go that way. But please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment in love. Damn, Capricorns. Well, that went completely left of what I wanted to say. Not what I wanted to say, but what I was hoping to say. There's so much more, and there's so much more teaching and learning that we need to do. If you feel like this is you, please click the link below, book you a reading. We probably need to talk because you have to understand that we can do the healing work to know that you are enough, so that you don't self-sabotage the situation. Let's look at your finances. Your finances have you worried right now. Things are moving and they're changing quickly, but you don't feel focused. You don't feel like you're able to focus on your finances. You feel distracted. Again, you're not really sabotaging your finances. You just don't feel your frequency right now isn't matching that frequency of wealth, of abundance. Your frequency is lowering this month. Don't let it lower. Listen to the vibrational tones. Listen to the frequencies. Write out an affirmation. Say it every day. Take your emotions out of your finances because of your love life and other emotional things that you're dealing with. You're pouring negativity into your finances, and that's why your finances are iffy. It's not because of lack or inability. It's because you're pouring the negative emotions of your relationship into your finance area. And that's not something you want to do. In finances, you actually have the Sun card, meaning everything you need is there. You're just not able to touch it right now because you can't get your head out of your butt long enough to actually see it. But it's right there. The promotion is right there. Some of you, your boss even told you to apply for the promotion that you wanted and you didn't do it. Do it this month. It's not too late. Do it. Some of you had the opportunity to do something in August and you didn't do it. It's not too late. Do it. Okay? It's not too late. You still have the energy to have this Sun card moment with your finances. You're so worth it. But you do have a lot of positive things that are happening in your finances. People are giving to you, and you're holding on to something so tight that you can't let anything else in. Let it flow. Let it flow through you. And that does not mean give your money away. That means invest it. That means do things with it. That means keep creating a space for more to come. Your cup's overflowing, then you need to put cups under it to catch the overflow. You feel me? Don't just let it waste onto the floor. So build some cups under your cup, because you're going to have to catch that overflow as soon as you tap into that frequency. And that is a beautiful place to be. Okay? So, message from the divine. I think you got it in the beginning, what I wanted to give you at the end. But let's make sure, y'all. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment in love. Your happiness awaits you right around the corner. So this looks like you are listening. You're not lying to yourself. You're being open and very, very... So maybe the story helped. Good. It definitely helped. You are not going to be flaky. You are stepping into your happiness. And there are so many ways for you to create your happiness now. You just have to stop doing that self-sabotaging thing. The bullshit you're allergic to? Okay. So, stepping away from you and the bullshit that you put on yourself, you have a friend or two that fill your head up with nonsense and bullshit because they're like, it's full of nonsense and bullshit. So they don't really want to see you progress past where they are. Some of them are older than you. They don't want to see you progress past where they are. Actually, I think both of them are older than you. Now let's skip that because I don't want you to to um to know who I'm talking about, and then they're like 2 days younger than you, and you just don't acknowledge that it's them. So we won't go into that. That's too specific for such a broad audience. So, but you have two people in your life that are going to tell you to feed into the nonsense, to feed into your fears, because they feed into theirs. They don't want to see you grow past them. And you're going to see that. And hachu, you'll be allergic to the bullshit. And you'll stand up for yourself. Because you'll see it and you'll understand that they're teaching you how to build a life that's like theirs, and that's not what you want. Now be very, very leery, because one of these people is going to steal that perfect person, or attempt to steal that perfect person by letting you feed into your bullshit. They're going to tell you that you're right and it's okay, that you're always right. And then when the time approaches for them to be around this person, they're going to try to slide their ass in. Now your person isn't going to go for it. They're not going to take that bait. But they'll try to make you look bad in front of your person. You'll see that bullshit too. Y'all got a lot going on. So, but you will be having your happiness. Your allergy medicine, when you see that they are the bullshit people, cut that shit off in whatever way you deem necessary. When you see that you're being so right, that you're creating the wrong environment, stop being so right. You are your own allergy medicine. Paying attention to your intuition is your allergy medicine. Even when it hurts and even when it puts you at fault, it's okay. Admit that fault. Keep it moving. I'm sorry. You're right. My bad. Keep it moving. Okay? It's okay to apologize. It's okay to be wrong sometimes. It's okay to let people go that have been in your life for a really long time, especially when they make you sneeze from all the bullshit they carry. Alright? Peace, love, and light. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment in love. If you need me, hit the link at the bottom. Peace from the Good Witch.